Good morning, everybody. Johnny Corbin. I got my Corbin coffee, got my Corbin guitar, and I've got my Muller High School 50th reunion hat on. 50 years I've been out of high school. Actually, longer than that. Probably coming up on 51 easily. Anyway, why is that relevant? Because the guitar has been part of my life since I was about 8 or 9, 10 years old. I think somewhere around 10 or 11, I really started taking it serious. And serious doesn't mean sitting and practicing for hours and hours a day, because I never practiced. I played. I never considered practice. I considered it fun. It was enjoyable. It was a way that I could go off and do something on my own and challenge myself and entertain myself. And that grew to being able to share those talents, that knowledge with other people through teaching and through playing and entertaining. And after this many years, I will be 70 soon, and I think I have finally realized that my strength is motivating people to play the guitar and enjoy music and teaching. And I'm not a highly educated teacher. I'm pretty much a self-taught guitar player with 3 to 5 very experienced players that I encountered and got to work with, or took their time to work with me over that transition of growing. So my point is this: play the guitar, number one, for yourself, for your own enjoyment, for your own challenge, for your own peace. You can go off if you're upset, if you're happy about something. Go play the guitar. If people like it, what you're doing, they'll listen. You know why they'll listen? Because they see that you are enjoying what you are doing, and they will sense that. So it's not something that has to be amazing playing. You do not have to be an incredible guitar player. You can play at any level. You can do the guitar in 5, the G, C, and the D words, and play hundreds of songs and entertain yourself. You can learn your jazz chords. You can learn your blues licks. You can learn your country licks. Right? Wherever you want to go and whatever makes you happy, whatever brings you peace and enjoyment. So number one, you got to play for yourself first. Okay? There are too many people, particularly here in the 60s and 70s and 80s, and forward, that picked up the instrument because they wanted to be a star. Not necessarily to play the guitar. It was a prop. And for some, obviously it worked. For many others, it really didn't. And the instrument went away for them. But for the people who picked it up and sit at night in their room, outside in their yard, and play, those people have a gift that will stay with them their entire life. Guitar is not expensive. I know things are really difficult right now in different areas of the world. But, you can buy a guitar. You can buy a good guitar for not a lot of money. And that guitar can last you for many years. I started off with a guitar that was just a little over $100, and this was in 1972. And I still have that guitar. Is it worn out? Yes. Has it been repaired? Yes. Was it abused and play hard? Absolutely. But I could still, if I wasn't in the position that I'm in, if that was the only guitar that I had access to, I could still be playing that guitar after all these years. So find a good teacher, find a good mentor. My experience in the States is I get so many students who've tried to teach themselves using YouTube. I have no objection to YouTube. I love it. But if you're just starting out, you don't know what is good, what is bad. You don't know who's a good teacher, who's a bad teacher. If you learn a song from YouTube, you've only really learned how to play that song, or really how to mimic or copy that song. So I always recommend that if you want to try to teach yourself, that's great. But go take 3 or 4 lessons from a qualified teacher, and they will show you the proper hand positions, the proper posture for the guitar, and just the fundamentals of how to, finger things so that they sound clear and use your hands properly. And also so you don't damage your hands. Okay? So, play for yourself. Get a guitar. It doesn't have to be an expensive guitar. Of course, I'm going to recommend a Corbin. We have guitars in all price ranges. And my goal from day one of creating Corbin with Gerhardt was guitars that played properly, tuned properly, were comfortable to play, and were affordable, and they were a high value for what you pay for them. So get a guitar, take some time, learn how to play. Those are words from a song here. And I'll check in later. Any questions, I'm always open. You can communicate with me through Gerhardt at Mingdi Music. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about playing guitar, if I can. Have a great day, everybody. I really miss everyone in China. You stay safe, stay healthy. Happy New Year.